Hello everybody and welcome back. This time, on this episode, we're going to try and build the Recurve Bow, and I'm just looking at it here. I've put all the components to one side, so we've got everything we need. We're just waiting on power. Now, I could run the generators, but given how short I am of biofuel, they are full. We don't have a lot. So I thought this episode, to start with at least, we're going to just see if there's any early morning attacks, because I think today might be an attack day. I'm not sure, but I'm going to hang around for just a short while in case there is an attack. And it looks like it's going to be a miserable rainy day again. Yep, here comes the rain. Anyway, I made a few changes upstairs after our discussion, call it a discussion, last week. I kind of think I came up with a better way of doing it. Now, as you can see, I've lowered the roof on this part, because the only real reason I needed the extra height was for this bit where I have to stand on here. So I've kind of left both sides there, and you'll see why when I go upstairs. It gives me some protection, other than if they run up to the top of the cliff, which they seem to have a habit of doing. I'm hoping the wall there will stop them doing that. We'll find that out soon enough. But it means I've got a nice flat area here to put my plant beds and solar panels and all that kind of thing. And it should offer some protection, I hope, against incoming attacks. We'll have to see. Anyway, our cotton is ready, or at least one of them is. It's raining, so we'll wait for the rain to stop and see how the water goes. I do seem to be getting better light on it up here. I think we're down 36% down there. Well, it's early morning yet and raining, and we're already getting 42. So I think it's going to be better up there, provided it doesn't get grenaded, of course. The other thing I found is if I fight from up here, they do try to run up to my level and beyond, so they have a bigger tendency to run up the hill there. Yeah, I think maybe we're going to have to come up with a better solution to that wall, but we'll see. We'll see how the attacks go. So that's that. This area up here, I think now, is ready to be developed, as and when we get resources, but primarily what I'm going to do is move the bed up there. It doesn't really make any difference where it is, but I kind of thought this might be a nice location for a bed. You know, can sleep looking out the window. So I think we're just going to stick the bed and get it straight. Just up against that wall there. Head against the rocks. So that's it. That's a catch-up, really. Oh, one of you did suggest, just before I run away, the problem I had here was this half wall. There's not enough places to put a ladder hatch, other than directly above that ladder hatch, which makes a very long ladder. But I think it would be possible, and I'm not sure if this is what you were erring to. Forgive me, I forget your name, or more correctly, not sure how to pronounce it. But a ladder hatch facing this way might work if I force a snap point sort of halfway along there, then put the ladder hatch in. I think we could probably get away with it, but because I've dropped the roof and circumnavigated the problem in its entirety anyway, I don't think we need to do that. But we'll have to see, first of all, how all the attacks go as to whether or not it's necessary to modify the fighting position at all. So, I kind of want to get out and do some looting. We might as well eat that before it goes to waste. The storm will of course help. Those are the parts there, 15, 3 and 5 for the Recurve Bow. We're still not doing brilliant on cotton, and I really could do with getting more lockpicks and trying to find that, but I've built the mass up ready. I don't want to waste that, so we're just going to wait for the power to get as high as possible. That's it. I've done a little bit of just ordinary looting, just to try to bump up the stocks of things. You know, wood chopping and planks and all that sort of thing. It doesn't look as if we got an attack coming in, so I think maybe we've got everything we need. I think maybe we'll just go and do some looting around the area. See what we can find. Hopefully not get up to too much mischief. We are quite cold up here at the moment, so it'll do good to get down into the valley where it should be a bit warmer. I think that's potassium, I'm not sure, I did see it earlier. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's potassium, I'll leave that. And again, gotta keep our eye open for hunters. And with the storm raging, I'm gonna keep my ears open for, let's just say, nearby bears. Leave it at that. Save my embarrassment. See any hunters? I think I'm hearing things now in the storm. Right, we haven't got any fish traps to worry about this time. And yes, I did remember afterwards that there was a piece of rotten food in that last fish trap that I dismantled. But sure we can manage without it. Again, I'm still grabbing the kelp. I'm generally not going out of my way for it now, although I obviously did there. When we eventually get a mass recycler, kelp is really good. It gives you 3 mass per piece. So it's a good conversion rate. But you usually end up with masses and masses of it anyway. So not too worried about it. Pearls, however, different matter. I'm going to leave the sandstone, save the pickaxe, and make sure we don't run into this wolf. Looks like we're back to Bear City again. It is rutting season, so I'm going to be keeping my eye open for angry moose. Although you can run away from them, it's kind of better not to annoy them. I'm not sure why you're getting electrical components in an ammo bag, but I won't complain. Wow, there's a lot of animals around here, isn't there? There's a scrap down there. Sorry if I'm a bit quiet, but with this raging storm, I'm sort of concentrating on warning sounds. I do not want to run into a bear again. Loot is taking me this way, but actually I was going to go down some fibre in the bottom of that dip there. Looks like the game is encouraging me in a different direction. Usually find some good ores on these rocks. It's not as good as Ortastic, but can be, as you see, can be quite a good place to look. Luke brought us this way, we might as well poke our noses into the valley and see if anything's happening this way. And the answer is no. Oh, one builder crate. Things are looking up. Oh, hey rogues. Good job we didn't go any further in that direction, isn't it? I don't think they would have seen me from there. But still wise to be a bit cautious. Keeping my eye open for cotton as well, because we're not doing at all well on cotton, given how close to winter we are. There's something sticking out the top of the grass there. Bag off the top of the cliffs here. Watch where he runs. Oh, just fired slightly too soon. Don't mind as long as I get the arrow back. Nice. Good amount of nails there. Rabbit up the top here, I think. If I get the copper on the rock, I think I'm going to frighten the rabbit away. Oh! He wiggled to the right just as I fired. Oh, gold for that. I suspect it's only a brief respite. let the rabbit go. No, still no cotton seeds. And that's potassium. Not much we can do about that. One good thing about having a storm like that is with a wind turbine now, we're making power. Admittedly not very much from one non-upgraded wind turbine, but whatever we get is free, so I'll take it. Well, not too many crates around. We've probably got more meat than we need now, but you can't really have too much. We're always going to use the feathers and the cloth. You know, there's always a use for those, so even if the food itself goes to waste, it's still worth having. A piece of copper up there, but I'll leave that kind of not the way I want to go. So we're starting to see Charlie building up now. They're not going to be long before they're finished. The problem with Charlie is they have so many doors to chop down that it makes it a very expensive proposition to try and break into them. Not least of all getting in through the main door. I say main as opposed to front or back because it doesn't really matter which one you go in. Shooting at something. As long as it's not me, I don't mind. Whatever it is won't last long, and they tend to use, well, everything and anything. Shotguns, grenade arrows, everything they've got. So there's not really a lot of point in trying to send a moose into Charlie. They almost always kill it, even if it's a level 3 or a 4 moose. So no more pills this time. Right, I think we'll take a sort of a roundabout route back. I know there's a risk of running into hunters coming this way. But I want to have a proper look at Charlie, and I haven't been looting this way for a while, so kind of hoping that I might find some decent crates over this direction. Yeah, so there's Charlie. Oh, okay, we're under attack. Guessing it's not Charlie attacking us. I'm not going to attempt to get back to defend because I'll end up running through them to do it. So what I'll do, I could definitely see one guy in Charlie, but I don't see anyone on the outside. Usually there are people sitting around outside. It's quite likely actually that that's Charlie attacking us. Yeah, I don't see anybody outside. Wondering if they were on their way back, but it might be a few minutes. That's alright, let them have their way. No sign of anybody walking back yet. Oh well. If it was Alpha, then I'm probably going to see them. Definite lack of loot crates, isn't there? I don't know whether you get off days. You know, some days you seem to get loads, and other days you just can't see any. Go away, animals. Okay, let's head back over towards base. Or maybe not. I don't think he followed us at all. Just growled. Yeah, he's over there. Yeah, so I think it was probably Charlie that was attacking us. Haven't seen anybody coming this way. The animals don't look disturbed. And we couldn't see anybody outside Charlie, so... Our base is definitely looking tall. It's a lot taller than I originally planned it, or originally envisaged it. Originally I thought it was only going to be maybe 2 stories high. But I suppose like everything you build it according to your needs, and my needs were to get up high to be able to defend it, so that's kind of where we went. Right, let's move this away. What are we doing on power? Ooh. Okay, not that good. chest of pearls as well. Weird. Oh, okay. In that case, we'll carry 28 instead. And something on the fire. A few more of those. And I'll convert the rest into cordage overnight then. Put that on now before I forget it. And put the ash in there for now, and then I'll have to go into the plant bed in a bit. So yeah, I'm just waiting on this power to come up. I'm a little surprised that it didn't come up further than that during the course of today. Thought we might have got more than we did, but never mind, we'll have to burn. I've put both generators on because it uses the same amount of fuel. If you just put one generator on, it takes twice as long to get what you need, so might as well put both on. Okay. Another piece of chicken. And we're good again. So yeah, it's a shame we couldn't have been here for that attack. I suspect I will get at least one more. As the sun goes down, we tend to get an attack in the dark. But if we don't, then we will certainly get attacked in the morning. So I will wait for this power to come up, and I'll bring you back when we've got enough power to make the recurve, and then we'll wait the night out and see you know, what sort of attacks we get overnight. And welcome back. So I've just switched the jennies off. We've finally just topped 1700 power, so we can get the necessary parts and make ourselves a recurve bow. So I'll keep hold of the baby bow, as it's called. It's handy to have if you're, for instance, filling your fridge and you just want chickens or rabbits. You don't need to waste the durability of the recurve bow, especially once you've got it upgraded and you know, got a few upgrades on. The repair gets really expensive, so I would swap back to a baby bow, or maybe swap the pistol for the baby bow if I was specifically going out looking for you know, rabbits and chickens and things to keep me going. We've got something walking past here, but I think it's probably just a wolf or a bear or something. I don't think it'll be the cougar. Oh, there we go, it's a wolf. Yeah, you'd hear the cougar. Normally hear the wolf. Sounds like he's got asthma. No sounds from that one. So it is just about morning. It's gone midnight now, and if we have a look at the map, you can see we've got another road camp right next to us on the other side of the hill here, which is probably going to push the cougar over, or up, perhaps up the mountain. I wouldn't be at all surprised if the cougar visits us at some point. Meanwhile, we think Charlie attacked yesterday when we were out looting, so probably either one or both Alpha and Bravo will be attacking us today, I think. See, I'm stood on the gap between two foundations here, so the game senses I'm stood on the ground and the wolf aggroes. So yeah, just sat here at the moment, just waiting for an attack. I'm thinking maybe that wolf will walk away if hunters come near us. Kind of hoping he might. Oh, like that, for instance. He could just be wandering. But the sun is coming up. I'm going to switch this light off now so that we can try and get some power back. Obviously we don't have anything at all, no power, no mass at the moment worth talking about. And I'm just waiting here on the off chance that we're going to get an attack. I really want to see what happens with my wall up there, whether it has any effect, whether it needs modifying. But of course I can't get them to attack on demand, unfortunately. It'd be kind of nice if I could. So what I will do in the meantime is wait. Wait and see. I've got a little bit of food at the moment, so I'm going to give it a few minutes for the sun to come up, and if there isn't an attack then I'm going to have to call that an end of an episode, but we'll give it a few more minutes first. In fact, what I can do is take care of the plant bed, which is now on the top level. Yeah, so we've still got a bit of water from the rain, so I'll leave that. Wouldn't want to fall down more than 2 of those layers, would you? It would be quite painful. The wolf is still not too concerned. I always used to get an attack early in the morning, but that seems to have changed now for some reason. Anyway, I will hang around and maybe do a little bit of tree chopping or something and wait for an attack, and if anything happens I will tag it on at the end. Well, welcome back. It's been a little while and I've been out, had a quick wander around. I didn't want to go too far from the base just in case of an attack, and I've come up and sat on a rock way up in the snow line, and I can actually see both bases from here, or at least, you know, where the hunters would come from on the other base. So nothing seems to be happening. There's no movement. The hunters are just doing their normal move about and squat kind of thing. So clearly we're not getting an attack this morning. I mean, it's kind of coming up midday now. So rather than dragging on and on and on for nothing, I think what I'm going to do is end the episode here in a timely fashion. We did manage to make the recurve bow, and we had a bit of a loot sesh without dying, which is a miracle. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there, and hopefully at the beginning of the next episode it'll start with a bang. But we are halfway through the day, so it's kind of thrown me off kilter a little bit. But they definitely didn't get the memo that I was waiting for an attack, so not a lot I can do about that. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed what we did manage to do today, and take care of yourselves. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.